think I found my filming spot. Really wanted just a super casual feel. I'm not the best at Instagram, but I did do ask me a question on Instagram. Follow me on It's Judy Time. Okay, so how do I see the responses? Oh my gosh, this is so cool! Look how easy that is. I'm officially that parent that's so behind on technology. It's Lovely's Life asks, and this is the most common question we receive every single Q&A. Will you have more kids? Another question that's related to that is, do we hope to have a boy? It's up in the air. And I know like throughout the years I've always said if God's willing, and that's still the answer. And okay, this is mom talk, okay? So there's not really any filters, but that's the whole point of It's Mommy's Life, you know? So currently I do have birth control. I have an IUD that I put in right after the twins were born, and the IUD that I have is only 5 years. Now when I got it in, I remember it was the most excruciating pain I've ever felt in my life, and I felt like it was even worse than childbirth. Granted, I did have an epidural, so you know what, I need a glass of wine. Let me just get a glass of wine so I can loosen up. It's been a while since I've done this, okay? Burp. Okay, I'm back. Flute that I got for my birthday. Thanks, Olay. I was thinking maybe I should call this segment wine talk. No wine talk. Like no whining from your kids. I don't know. And I know I'm a broken record, but we're blessed to have 3 healthy, happy girls, and I'm happy with that. A couple of months ago I was at a restaurant with my mother-in-law, and we were just having a good time, drinks and good food. A couple tables down, there was a family with a newborn baby, and the baby was so tiny. It looked like the mother gave birth 3 days ago. So she had the little baby on her shoulder and she was burping it, and I could not stop staring at the baby. I was getting legit feels, also known as gigil. If you're Filipino, there's an actual term of when you get excited and like you clench your teeth and like your heart starts beating and you have this overwhelming feel of excitement. It's called gigil. It's almost like I felt like I was in her body. This is weird. And it felt like how I was holding my baby and like burping. Oh my gosh, that's so awkward. And I felt like I could feel the baby and smell the baby, and I knew right then and there. I mean, I've had baby fever for a while now, but it really struck me then and there. And that was a couple weeks ago. I don't know what I'm gonna do once I get this IUD out, which I am terrified, but God willing, we'll have another baby. I don't know. Next question. Okay, this is funny. So Jen Karagan asked the kids about how they feel about having another sibling. I know for a fact Juliana wants a baby brother. She just asked me yesterday, Mommy, can you have a baby boy? Like, she thinks I could choose and I could just be like, oh, I'm gonna get pregnant. Gabster2341 asks, how do you keep the relationship steady while raising kids? Date nights, even if you can't go out, just like the nights after the kids are asleep, which Benji and I have almost every single day now. And it has to come from both partners. If it's only one person doing all the work, it'll get exhausting, and then you'll have this sense of resentment. Ooh, I know, knowing your partner's love language. That goes for non-parents too. So there are 5. Oh my god, I don't know if I would know all of them. Gifts, quality time, words of affirmation, physical touch, and what's the last one? Bonk. And once you know each other's love languages, then you can't go wrong. Oh, this is a good one. I never see this. Stephanie Villar asks, any tips for how to haul 2 car seats through an airport? Don't do it. A lot of rent-a-cars actually have car seats available, or even airports provide car seats. It'll probably cost, I don't know. Actually, I don't know how much it costs, but because I know traveling with kids is not easy, especially if it's your first time traveling with a child or an infant. It's a bit scary. Can you imagine lugging these 2 car seats, and then you have your little ones and they're crying, or they drop their fishy crackers and you're like, ah, and there's people behind you, and then the teller's waiting for you, and then you're trying to find passports. Oh my gosh, if you could eliminate those big car seats, take advantage of those services. Jackarosi says, if the girls were able to rename themselves, what names would they choose? The girls have a wild imagination and they're always playing like teacher or house. Mia's name would be Bubblegum. That's like her go-to name. Juliana, oh my gosh, she's had a few. It was like Lily or something. And then Kira's would be Tiara. Yoshi Lorenzo asks, how do you discipline your kids? We do a lot of positive reinforcement in this house, and when they do something bad and I say I'm disappointed in them, they take it hard. But if they do something really bad, like purposefully bad to hurt their other sibling, it's a spanking in the butt. And a timeout. And that's how I grew up too. In fact, it was worse. It was chinelas, which were the slippers, and a belt. I got a belt, but I don't do that to my kids. I don't know, maybe when they're older, we'll see. RV Isabel asks, what is your happy memory? Anytime we're with family. I was looking at old vlogs when our whole family was in Hawaii. It was so much fun. The girls were so little then. It's been so long since we've been. But being in Kauai, because it's such a chill island, the people there are so nice. I say that was one of my greatest memories. Nicole Manago asks, how do you balance mommy life and social life? I'm not really balanced with that, but I'm okay with that. I don't get to see my girlfriends often, but when we do, it's like we've never parted. It's like we picked up from, you know, the last time we hung out. My only social life is Benji, and I love it. Like, I love that I could hang out with my best friend every day. What has been the biggest challenge in looking after 3 kids? Well, it's not really a challenge, but making each of them feel equally loved. Anytime the girls are doing arts and crafts or like dancing or performing or something, whenever I compliment a child, I make sure that each of them are complimented. And it won't be like the same thing like, oh, your coloring is really good. It would be something that they're actually good at. It's an honest compliment, but I make sure that each of them receive it. And I hate, oh my gosh, you guys, that's the worst. Like, I hate reading those comments of mean people saying stuff like, you're paying too much attention to so-and-so and look at so-and-so. Oh my gosh, you have no, oh, that's what pisses me out, okay? Especially if you're like a mother and you're gonna say that to another mother. You don't do that. Okay, so here's another relationship one from Brittany Soray, and she asks, how do you keep the spark with both of y'all working full-time and being parents? It's so funny talking about this. Oh my gosh, I hope my parents aren't watching. If you guys are, don't watch, because it's weird. Seriously, doing role play. Role play is so fun, and I feel like it's such a cliche thing for lovers, but that's fun. And even like going to a lover store together, that will get your man excited, or your girl, or whatever. Rampy Cut asks, what's my birth story? Girl, I vlogged like every single day of their birth and their like infant lives. You should watch some of the old vlogs on It's Judy's life. It's all there. I don't even remember it because the first 3 months, especially of the twins' birth, is a complete blur. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that, my battery died, so I went to charge it a little bit and then picked up some lasagna because I'm hungry. Sia Pia asks, when are you guys going to get a real Chewy? The answer to that is, oh my gosh, oh, I just got a memory from my phone on this day, February 15th, 2016. Oh my gosh, they were so cute. Okay, oh, my battery's dying again. But basically, when we have our new house and a big backyard, that's when we'll get a dog. Thank you for tuning in to Wine Not Wine. Is that what we're calling it? And thumbs up, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on our daily vlogs. Bye! Benji's lasagna. You guys need to try this.